zoom out just a tiny bit. I'm gonna turn out that light because it's driving me crazy. Okay, hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, I'm just doing 5 quick first impressions as I'm getting ready to film a couple of these episodes for you guys. These are just a few things that I picked up at Sephora myself or that were sent to me recently, and I'm trying to kind of cycle them into my everyday makeup. So they're literally things sitting on my vanity and I just wanted to go ahead and try them. I hope that you find this video somewhat helpful, and I'll see you in the next episode. Okay, so hey guys, I am starting off with most of my base done because I actually just recently did a video on my YouTube channel about how I really kind of approach my base routine. So I didn't want to do an entire new video for those of you who already follow me on YouTube. So I will link that down below for you guys if you want to check it out. But as you can see, I haven't put anything on my lips yet, so they're looking just a little foundation-y and they're a little on the dry side. So I recently, yesterday, picked up this Laneige lip sleeping mask, and I'm just gonna apply some of this because I heard good things about this, and oh my god, it's so cute. It's just this little pink package, and oh, comes with this adorable little applicator. Look at that, it comes in a little plastic envelope and everything. If that just isn't the cutest thing that I'm gonna lose in 20 seconds ever. So it just comes like this. Oh my gosh, it reminds me of like a cherry lip smackers kind of thing. I don't know if it's cherry, I think it is. So I'm just gonna take a tiny bit of this on the little applicator. It looks, actually it looks a lot, I was expecting it to be, oh, it's very soft. Oh my gosh, that feels like a silk blanket. I'm just gonna apply a tiny bit more because it is a mask after all. And naturally, I mean, it does say sleeping mask on it. You would apply this after your skincare and then sleep with this on and then wake up with really nice hydrated lips. But I figured I could go ahead and apply this now, finish up my makeup, which isn't gonna take too long, and just have my lips prepped for the lip color that I'm going to use because it is a matte lip color, so I always feel like you have to have nicely hydrated lips. But I really like this so far. It feels really great. I used way too much of it. I feel like I'm wasting it on this applicator, but just put it down for now. So moving on to the brows, I am just gonna fill them in a little bit. I have them microbladed, so the shape is pretty much there. I just like adding a tiny bit of definition in these areas that look a little bit more sparse because you can kind of see where my natural hair grows versus where they have bald spots. So Hourglass recently sent me their Arch Brow. This is just, I think this is not a new product. This is their Sculpt Brow Pencil. And then this is the new Arch Brow Fiber Gel, Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. And so I figured I would try this and compare it to my Lancome Sourcey Styler. Do you want me to zoom you in a little bit? I don't know if that's gonna help. So I'm actually kind of using it upside down because I want the precision of the tip a little bit more. I don't know, I don't typically go for a pencil like this just because I like a little bit more of a pencil precision tip. But I don't need a ton of filling in, so maybe I can get used to this. Formula of it I like. This spoolie is kind of like a nice little fuzzy caterpillar. It's a little bit more, I don't know, soft than something like the Precisely My Brow, which is a little bit more fine and stiff. So quick and easy. Okay, so pencil wise, just because of the kind it is, I'm not a huge fan of it, but formula wise, I think that this did a good job and I like the color. The true test is going to be in the Arch Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel. I like this brush. It has a slightly longer side and a shorter side. And I'm using the shade Dark Brunette because I want to define the hairs a little bit more. I could use Warm Brunette, but I want to really see the hairs. So I'm using a darker shade than I did in the pencil. I like the comb straight off the bat. I think it really does grab the hairs. Hairs are staying in place nicely. And I don't notice like fibers really, but I don't think you need to notice fibers. The only thing I would say is it's not kind of defining the hair of my brow as much as the Lancome one, and that's one of the things I really love about it. It could just be that I want something a little bit darker in pigment, and that's the only thing. But I definitely wouldn't completely cross this off my list. I think it'll be a good substitute, something to move on from, you know, because I've been using that Lancome one forever and I need to move on. I'm just gonna go back in with a little bit of the brow pencil right here because it's kind of like my weird bald spot in this brow. Okay, so for blush, I'm really excited about these Jouer duos. This one is the Adore Blush Duo. This one is Adore Me, and this one is Hold Me. And then there are two other ones because this one does look quite muted, although I think it is kind of perfect once applied. This one is the Flirt Blush Duo, and this one is Kiss Me and Touch Me. Touch Me is really pretty. And then a cooler, kind of deeper one is the Coquette Blush Duo. This is Seduce Me and Tease Me. All are beautiful, but I'm gonna stick with the Adore Blush Duo. I'm just gonna take this slightly deeper one. Which one is this again? Adore Me. And apply that here. And then a little bit of Hold Me, just kind of on the higher points of the cheeks. Ooh, yeah. That's a really nice, like, natural flush. If you wanted to go a tiny bit extra, maybe let's pop a tiny bit of this. I'm just gonna be really gentle with this. Take a little bit of the excess just in case. I'm just gonna kind of focus it on the front though because I want it to look really youthful and cute. Oh, I don't dislike that. I also like that they don't have a strong sheen to them or anything. They look more on the matte side. Oftentimes if a blush has a lot of kind of glitter or too much of a shiny texture to it, I feel like it really highlights some of my scarring and stuff that I actually don't want to highlight. I'd rather place my own highlight, which you can see underneath is actually the Hourglass Vanish highlighting stick, which I've been using a lot recently. If you follow me on Instagram, I mentioned it a couple times, and then I also did use it in my recent base routine that I mentioned earlier, so you can check that out if you want to see how I applied it. So that is what is showing up underneath the blush. But the blush itself, I think, looks really nice and kind of, I don't know. I say the word youthful a lot because I feel like, I don't know, we always kind of want to look a little bit younger and, you know, like fresh and dewy and stuff like that. So I think this does the perfect job. What else? What else? Oh, my last thing that I'm going to use today is the Fenty Beauty Mademoiselle, did I say that right? In Single. And I'm just going to open this. I love the packaging of these. I think they're so cute. Just like this little shiny tube. And then this is the color. Look, there's a little stamp on the top. I didn't even realize that. Now, you know me, I'm not gonna go full on with this. Well, maybe I'll apply a little bit more fuller on and then I'll blend it out because that's just how I like to wear my lip colors. I chose this color because it's kind of pink, but it has a little bit more of like a terracotta. You can see my swatches from yesterday as well. I tried to wash them off. But the formula of these are buttery. It doesn't feel drying. Let's see, so I'm gonna apply this to start off with kind of full on, and then I'm gonna blend it out like I do. Let me blot off some of this. Blot off some of the mask. My lips do feel really nice and hydrated. Okay, here we go. Start in the center. It's kind of like a really nice summery shade, I think. Okay, so even though I blended that out, it's pretty full on for me. But I don't dislike the color. It's just for me, I like a little bit more subtlety. So this is something I do a lot, which is I'm gonna take my foundation brush and I'm just gonna kind of run over, I'm gonna press my lips together and kind of run over the edges. So I'm gonna go like this. And that kind of diffuses it a little bit. There's a little weird tip for you. And then I think the other thing I'm gonna do is just apply a little bit more of that mask again on top. Because I think for me, going completely matte makes my lips look a little drier, and I've lost some of the volume in my lips, so I feel like I notice the lines in them a little bit more. So I just wanna bring a little bit more hydration to them. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of my highlighting stick and just re-highlight the top of my lip. Maybe I'll go in, and then maybe just go in a little bit more. All right, so there you have it. I feel like that turned out a little bit more summery than I anticipated, just because of the lip color more than anything. And it's not something that I've typically worn, but I don't dislike it. I definitely want to try more of these Fenty lip colors. There was one other one that I was like dying to get my hands on and I can't remember the name of it. I will write it right here for you in case you're curious. But they were sold out, so I couldn't pick that one up. But I really want to get that one because I think that that would be a little less of this kind of peachy, summery vibe, maybe something a little bit more mauvey. Let me know what you guys think. That was my quick kind of sit down, talk to you, trying out new products video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.